Where there's a backyard, there's often a front. Turns out my days of gardening were far from over. Last week I took care of the backyard, so now we're in the front. While it doesn't have as many environments as the backyard, there's no pond here out front, there's still some interesting animals and plants we can encounter. Without a doubt, the largest creature sitting in my front yard is this Bradford pear. During the spring, it creates these pretty white flowers that I love to look at. But with the arrival of summer, these flowers shrivel up and drop to the ground. One more mess to sweep up. But that's really not the worst of it. By far, the biggest irritation of any yard are, of course, the weeds. As long as you have water, sunshine, and soil, you've got weeds. Weeds never sleep, so neither do I. It was definitely an unlucky day to be a plant. Or one of the many creatures that might rely on that plant for food and housing. If you take a close look, you'll see that the roots of these plants are covered with dense communities of microorganisms. And now they're all dead. Honestly, I feel a little bit guilty. How about we shift our attention to another area? As I prune this tree, this American holly, I notice the other major creature that inhabits my front yard. These house sparrows nesting in my vent. Looks like they've got a couple of babies too. Now, just like human babies, these creatures create a lot of waste. And where does this waste go? Well, think of this empty flower pot as their porcelain throne. You don't see it yet, but if you take a closer look, like always, there's more than meets the eye. All of that waste falling into the water fuels an explosion of microbial growth. I know I use that phrase a lot, but this time it definitely fits. Look at all these rotifers that are encrusting the, feces in the water. Is that feces? Who can say? I can't say. Those are definitely eggs, I can say that. And I can also definitely say that these rotifers were the most interesting, if not the cutest, creatures inhabiting my front yard. So the next time you decide to sweep up to eradicate unwanted plant life in your front yard so the HOA doesn't get on your back again, think about some of the cool creatures you might be overlooking. Because they'll certainly be looking at you. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Probably not as much biodiversity as my backyard, but many more plants and animals than you thought you might encounter in a small strip of land dotted by a couple of plants. Something for you to think about, philosophize on until the next video. In the meantime, check out the link here or below to see more of my work, my photos, my videos. Most of it can be seen right here. If you've got some free time, feel free to take a look. Regardless, I hope to see you guys again real soon.